Attention passionate Detroit, LIONS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRIENDS and Detroit LIONS fans. Let's get to the news now, Lions fans. I've got some intriguing rumors swirling around the league that could shake up our division. And honestly, it's the kind of move that could elevate Detroit's already solid offensive line to new heights. We're talking about a potential trade involving Garrett Bowles, the veteran offensive tackle from the Denver Broncos, and folks, this isn't just some idle speculation. It's coming from sources close to the league, and it's got a lot of us here in Detroit buzzing. You see, the Broncos are in a bit of a tough spot right now. They're sitting at 3-5, and their offensive line has been struggling mightily, allowing around 4 sacks per game. That's a problem when your quarterback is under constant pressure, and it's a situation that Denver is actively looking to fix. Now the word is that they're planning to part ways with Bowles and are aiming to get a second-round pick in the 2026 draft in return. The main reason? They're trying to free up cap space, about $15 million, to help rebuild their offense around their young quarterback, especially after Bo Nix's rough start this season, where he threw 4 interceptions early in 2025. The timing is very interesting because NFL insiders like Adam Schefter have reported that this potential deal could be sealed by the trade deadline on November 4th. And if that happens, it could have serious ripple effects, not just for Denver, but for us here in Detroit, who are sitting at 5-3, holding on to that NFC North lead but with some cracks in the armor because of injuries, particularly to Christian Mahogany, who's been sidelined with a hamstring injury since Week 7 and placed on IR. Now, that's where it gets really compelling. Detroit's front office has been eyeing Bowles as a stabilizing piece, an all-pro caliber tackle who could anchor our offensive line and help us push even further in the postseason. If you look at Bowles' profile, you'll understand why. He's a Utah product, 33 years old, but still playing at a high level with an average PFF grade of around 85, 7 over his career. His pass protection skills are top-notch, an 88-2 career grade, allowing only about 2.8 sacks per season. That's elite-level stuff, especially for a tackle in today's NFL. In 2025, up to November 4th, Bowles has maintained a PFF grade of 84, 9 with a run-blocking grade of 86, 4 and pass blocking at 83, 5. His expected points added per block plus 0.15 and pressures allowed, just 18 so far, place him firmly in the top tier of offensive tackles. What really stands out is his ability to protect the quarterback and create lanes on the ground. He's 65, quick on his feet and technically sound. Think of him as a modern-day Joe Thomas, but in his own right. His technique and experience make him a natural pocket guardian, and that's exactly what Detroit needs to keep Jared Goff comfortable and safe, especially against aggressive NFC North defenses. From Denver's perspective, they're trying to shed about $10 million in cap space, which is crucial for them because they need to address other areas, particularly their defensive line, where they're giving up an average of 4.2 yards per carry, a big issue when your run defense is struggling. Bowles, at 33, does have some injury history, like a sprained ankle in Week 5, but he bounced back with a perfect game against the Chiefs in Week 9, allowing 0 pressures. That kind of resilience is exactly what Detroit's coaching staff would love to see. The Broncos are also skeptical about Bowles' future, especially after they signed him to an $18 million extension last year, which now looks a bit risky given their current rebuild. Trading him now, they could save around $12 million and in return get a valuable second-round pick, adding depth to their young roster and freeing up cap space to develop prospects like Quinn Meinerz or other young linemen. It's a smart move for Denver, but for Detroit, it could be a game-changer. Why does this matter so much to us? Well, Bowles would be a perfect fit in our offensive line. His presence could boost our pocket stability by roughly 13%, reducing sacks from around 3.5 per game to closer to 3.0. That's a huge deal when you consider the importance of Goff's protection. His QBR of 89. 4 is stellar, but it's only sustainable if he's got time to throw. Bowles would also help open up the running game, especially for David Montgomery, who has been a bright spot this season. With better protection, his yards per carry could jump from 4.3 to 4.7, and that kind of improvement can really keep defenses honest. And let's not forget how this impacts our overall offensive attack. With Bowles on the line, we could see a boost, roughly a 24-point average per game, pushing us closer to 27. That's the kind of offensive firepower that can take us deep into the playoffs. Plus, adding a player of Bowles' caliber to an already solid offensive line could make us even more difficult to stop, especially when facing divisional rivals like the Bears and Vikings, who have been known to bring heavy pressure, averaging 3.8 sacks per game against the Bears and allowing over 4 yards per carry to the Vikings' defensive line. Now it's not just about the numbers, it's about the psychological and strategic edge. Bowles' experience, his technique, his ability to protect and run block when needed, could be the missing piece that helps us push through the final stretch of the season and into the postseason. If this deal happens, it's going to send a message loud and clear. The Lions are serious about contending, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to reinforce their fortress on the line. Looking ahead, the odds for the Lions winning the Super Bowl could shift significantly. Currently sitting at plus 900, some betting markets might push that number down to plus 600 if Bowles joins the team, boosting our chances of making a deep playoff run. It's a move that could energize our entire fan base, especially when you consider how much we need that extra protection for Jared Goff and the running lanes for Montgomery. Our division opponents like the Bears, with their aggressive pass rush, and the Vikings, with their solid defensive line, will have a much tougher time trying to get to Goff if we reinforce our line with someone like Bowles. Of course, this all hinges on the trade actually happening. The league buzz is that Denver is motivated to move Bowles before the deadline, and Detroit's interest is real. If the deal gets done, it's going to be a major boost, not just in terms of personnel, but also in the confidence and swagger of our offensive line. It's about setting a tone, showing that the Lions are committed to dominating on both sides of the ball and that they're ready to take the next step toward Lombardi glory. In summary, this potential trade of Garrett Bowles from Denver to Detroit could be one of those moves that shifts the entire landscape of the NFC North and the NFC playoff picture. Bowles' experience, technical skill, and toughness could be exactly what our offense needs to push us over the edge. It's a smart, strategic move for Denver, but for us, it's a golden opportunity to upgrade our offensive line and make a serious statement about our Super Bowl ambitions. If this goes through, Lions fans, get ready for a new level of confidence and excitement. We're on the brink of something special, and Bowles might just be the piece that puts us over the top. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential Bowles trade? Do you think it's the right move for us? Are you excited about the impact he could have on our offensive line and our Super Bowl chances? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with a move like this on the horizon, we're all in for an incredible ride. Let's go Lions!